ज़हीना तहरीम सुनना चाहते हैं हम लोग। आई वुड लाइक टू कॉल ज़हीना तहरीम, a student of Amina Convent School and also the daughter of Managing Director Shamsula Khan sahab.
Greetings everyone, to all the teachers, students, principals, chief guests and guests of honor. I am ज़हीना तहरीम Khan from grade 7th of Amina Convent School, and before I begin, I would like to thank the conductor and the whole team of ज़हीना Tahreem Khan classes for letting me speak here with you. Yes, the audience. And before I begin, I have to tell you something. I am sitting here because this school was made for something. This is a special building for all of us. That we spend more than 12 years of our lives here just to get something in order for success. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what I am talking about, I am talking about education. It is so important that our lives depend on it. To say education is important is an understatement. Education is probably one of the most useful tools that can change one's life, improve one's life, and many other things. It has many tasks to it as well. It helps you in achieving or developing skills, abilities, insight, scientific temper, and many other, etc. etc. And its main goal is to develop your character or your pattern of behavior of anyone. And I would like to say that this education, I have made it so important that my life has been dependent on it. I want it to reach to its maximum point. So I can safely say that this education that specialized buildings are made for is so important that you can know everything in this world just by it. There are many benefits to it as well, like having a good career, having a good society status in society, and self-confidence. Without self-confidence, can you do anything? Yes or no? No, absolutely correct. And to understand this, let's move on to its first step, reading and writing. Since most information is done by writing, missing out on writing skills, the lack of writing skills means missing out on a lot of information, not just writing, but also reading. Imagine you're in a classroom, your teacher asks you to stand up, read a chapter of a book. It has to be anything, science, SST, English reader, anything. And now you're like, Miss, sir, I don't understand what this says. So if you can't read what the other person has wrote to you cannot do anything. You cannot tell them what you just read, what you just said. Why will you say to them? Nothing or something? Anyone? Yeah, you will say what? सही कहा? गलत नहीं कहा? मैं भी बोलूँगी ये कि सर आपने क्या कहा मुझसे? What did you say to me, sir? I don't understand this. What does this say? Can you please read it out aloud to me? I don't understand. This is what you will probably say. Now to understand this concept much more deeper, let's dive into its two parts. For example, science and technology. Now before I begin, you may be wondering, what is science? Like I know it's a subject, but what is its purpose? Well, science is the study of structure and behavior of natural and physical world. To understand it has many things to it. And well, now technology uses that science to discover more beyond our earth. Like for example, how do you think that they found out how Titan has water? If you don't know what is Titan, Titan is a moon of Saturn. You'll have probably learned this in 3rd grade or 4th grade and many other classes. And this science does many things. It helps us know more about our world, about Mars and many, our solar system, our universe, ourselves, other creatures. plants, what could harm us, what could not, what helps us, what heals us. Everything we know about science is by technology and science. Now, how do you think that we communication? Like, how did it from going to a person's door to a phone which you pull out your pocket and just a click of a button, you call someone? How do you think that possible? Yes, I'm asking you this question. This is a question for you, the audience. Anyone can tell me? Yes? Science? You are absolutely correct. No flaws? And this is so important to us. Right? And now since we're done with the science and technology, let's move on to its other part. Now before we begin, I have to ask you a question. Can you answer it? Who invented the electric bulb? It has an origin in someone else's speech. Thomas Alva Edison, absolutely correct. But now what made him did this? What enabled him to do this? Science and education? Yes. But what gave him the idea, the solution that I should make this? Any guesses? Anything? Creativity. He was like, can I do this? Can I make it? Can I make the world shine? After countless things, yes, he did. So everything in this world, science, even without creativity, it wouldn't exist. Well, everything is used creativity. It is came in many forms. How do you think the school idea was built? How did you think this idea was here? Like, it was not like, yeah, they built this, come on, let's copy their idea, just print it out. No, they used something, right? They were like, oh, the manager rooms goes there, the principal is here. Let's make this stage. This whole program was made of something. Like, it used some kind of idea. Creativity, yes. Creativity enables you to choose your own path instead of others. Then you know what they say, don't follow another path. Make your own path and leave footsteps for others to follow. So, do you understand anything from this? Do you think science would still exist if there wasn't no creativity? क्या साइंस इस दुनिया में होता अगर क्रिएटिविटी नहीं होती? Yes or no?
आधा लंबा है का शॉर्ट के
Speaker?
शॉर्ट करोगे लंबा होगी.
No, absolutely correct. No, it wouldn't exist because science was able to form because of creativity. Let me tell you, if you don't have creativity, you have locked it up in your mind. You're like, no, I won't use it. I will follow others. But you are leading to a new path if you just open up to it. You have it in your hand, but you're not just wanting to let it go. You're like, no, I won't let you go out. I won't let you corrupt my mind. It's not corrupting, it's freeing your mind so that you can make up new ideas on yourself. You wouldn't be able to if you didn't let it go. Like every uniform, every idea has it. But if you're not letting it go, how are you doing it? Take example, you have many goals in your life. You use something, you idea, yeah, I want to be when I grow up. This is exactly. But now let's move on to something with that creativity wants to show us. Being yourself. If you have a talent, right? You have something that you love, math. You're good at math. You want to learn it all for yourself. But that's not how it goes. You need to have balance, but don't let go of that talent because it is what makes you unique from others. It makes you different. Like for example, if someone knows English better than I do, they're different from everyone. They are good, but it does not mean they're perfect. Perfection is something that makes you imperfect because you do not realize what mistakes are. You don't learn from those mistakes. Again, you don't understand what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right if you didn't have mistakes. Mistakes are your teacher. They're like, no, you don't do this again, okay? You learn from your mistakes, don't you? Yes or no? Like if you rode a bicycle too fast on a road, you crashed, you had an accident. But now next time when you drive that bicycle, you are going slow and steady, looking around at the road so that it doesn't happen again. See what mistake your mistake taught you to never do it again. Example, like if I am doing like this talent search exam which I was doing, I made many mistakes. So did others, I think. Like for example, I made this mistake, like if I got a question wrong, I said, why did I get this question wrong? You analyze it, you see it, then you see your mistake, and the mistake says you do. No, it does not go like this. You must do it again. You do it again. This is what happens with mistake. They are like your teacher. But now let's move on with your talent. Your talent is what makes you special from each other. It differentiates you from others. For like example, you want to be a doctor, she wants to be an engineer, he wants to be an IAS officer. This is your talent, you want to pursue it, you want to use it for yourself, but not for yourself, but for the world, for the universe you are living in. Now, if I say to you, you don't have a talent, would you believe me? Yes or no? No, you wouldn't believe because you are locking up that talent, but you want to use it in some way. Like for example, if someone's good at art, you may not let go of that talent because it's what makes it you from others. It's what makes it you. Now, you're gonna keep it balanced, are you? Like if you love art, you're not gonna let the other things slide, will you? Would you let other things go away from your reach just because of art? No, will you let go of art just to reach out for other things? No, you won't. You want to keep balance, you want to do art, you want to do everything. That is what talent wants to tell you. That's what education wants to tell you. That's what creativity wants to tell you. If you are good, if someone is good at that, don't let it slide away from them. Because that is what they are different. That's why they are different. If someone's good at running, but you're forcing them to stay at home but not run. Is that fair or unfair? Unfair because they are being locked up from their own specialty. Like for example, Thomas Alva Edison loved experiments from his childhood, didn't he? So but when did his parents try to take his favorite thing, try to take his talent away from him? No, they didn't try. Now look, when they did that, he became successful. He became known all over the world for his creations, even though everybody laughed at him that he wouldn't be able to pursue it. But did he give up? Did he give up? Never, he didn't. Because he knew if he gave up, this world wouldn't have that light. The same light that is in your home, on your ceiling, on your walls and everything, he made it because he knew it was a good idea. But now let's move on to something else. If I wanted to be something else, like for example, what is your dream? You have someone wants to be a doctor, someone wants to be an engineer, someone wants to be this, someone wants to be that. It is their specialty, they want to pursue it. But if you don't have a fixed goal in your mind, will you be able to pursue in the future something? No, you wouldn't be able to. Like for example, when I was little, I had something in my mind. Oh yeah, I would be an artist, I want to do that, I want to do this. But I never let go of my one thing that I loved. I loved space. I wanted to know more about space. So I wanted to be a little more to it. I grew up and changed goals, but I never let this space love thing, never let go of it. So will you be able to let go of something you love? If you love the art, will you let it go? No, you wouldn't, because it's what makes it you. Me, I love space, it makes me different from you. Am I different from you? Yes or no? Yes, because I love something else, you love something else. Oh yeah. So now I want to tell you, now if I ask you a question, do you want to keep this universe together? Do you want to keep it united? आप चाहते हो कि ये पूरा यूनिवर्स जिसमें आप रह रहे हो वो एक साथ रहे, टूटे ना? रखना चाहते हो उसको? तो ये क्रिएटिविटी तो रख रहा है, तो अगर तुम्हें रखना है ये यूनिवर्स टुगेदर, तो ये जो आग है क्रिएटिविटी की, इसे बुझने ना देना। थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड आई होप यू लर्न समथिंग फ्रॉम माय वर्ड्स।
Thank you very much.